So on December 8th, the board of directors appointed Conrad Keijzer as Clariant's next CEO, and here he is. Welcome to Switzerland. Great to see you, Conrad.
Great to be here, Kai.
So Conrad, since many of our employees have probably not met you in person yet, what is it that you can tell us about yourself?
I'm 52 years old. My partner Helen, she works as a psychologist. I have two sons, 19-year-old, 21-year-old. So they're adults, they live their own lives. They're both at university in the Netherlands.
In the announcement, we could also read that you have a very long track record in the industry, spending more than 20 years with AkzoNobel. What can you tell us about your time at AkzoNobel? What were the highlights there?
Sure, I was with AkzoNobel for 24 years. Yeah, highlights for me at AkzoNobel were that the company has grown a lot, historically through acquisitions, and in more recent years also due to a step change in organic growth, especially in Asia.
What is your view on Clariant? Why have you actually applied for the job?
Yeah, I know Clariant for quite a few years already, and I witnessed really the change that the company has made. So if you look back at Clariant 10 years ago, it was a very diversified company with commodity businesses as well as some specialty businesses. I think what Clariant has done very successful is reposition itself to become a true specialty chemicals company.
Yeah, you mentioned this transformation. There's, of course, also a downside. As you know, just some weeks ago, we announced a big right-sizing program together with the BU efficiency program. And both of these initiatives will lead to job cuts of roughly 1,500 positions. Can you share your perspective on this? Because it creates some uncertainty within the organization, as you can imagine.
Sure, I can imagine. Well, I think what the company has done very successful is divesting some of the more commodity type businesses. What's happening right now is the support functions, both at a country level as well as some of the central services, they're being scaled back as the business they serve now has become a smaller business. This obviously is a process that needs to be carefully managed. As it's my understanding, a total of 1,600 people will lose their jobs. They've been very loyal to the company. They've been very committed. So, as I mentioned, this needs to be very carefully managed.
Yeah, talking about your agenda, in the official announcement, you mentioned a transformation that you will support. Does it mean we have to expect a change in strategy or bold steps that you will announce soon?
No change in strategy, no change in the objectives. If you look at the transformation, that obviously has started a few years ago already. It started with the moves on the portfolio, but also a lot of capability building has been done. Clariant is building the right capabilities to be successful as a specialty chemical company. This is very much about operational excellence. It's very much about commercial excellence and obviously market-driven innovation, very much driven by sustainability. It's going to be an important priority, not just in the past few years, but also moving forward.
Definitely. Yeah, and also, I'm sure you have studied the media articles about Clariant, so you know that there are also some rumors in the market, let's say, talking about takeovers, talking about potential divestment of the SABIC shares, talking about the relationship with SABIC. So how do you evaluate the situation?
I've read quite a lot of articles about Clariant in recent months. I must say I was a bit surprised with the tone of some of these articles. Because from my point of view, if you look at Clariant, the positions it has in the individual businesses are very strong. In specialty chemicals, it is very much about relative market share versus your key competitors. And if you look at the catalyst business, if you look at the care chemicals business, at the natural resources business, Clariant has strong positions in each of these segments and even at a sub-segment level. So from that perspective, it's a very sustainable company and from my point of view, well positioned for the future.
Then, of course, with your background in the industry, I'm sure you're still observing the market. So there are huge external developments like the EU Green Deal. Is this more a threat for a company like Clariant, or do you see opportunities?
I think the EU Green Deal will affect companies in a significant way. There will be winners, there will be losers. The winners clearly will be those companies that have adopted sustainability as a priority already several years ago. Clariant is definitely amongst the companies that are leaders in sustainability. So from my perspective, the EU Green Deal will be an opportunity for Clariant moving forward.
And Conrad, maybe coming back to your background, you spent 24 years at AXO, as I understood.
Yeah.
This is a very long time, so I assume you enjoyed it. What was the reason why you decided to leave AXO after so many years?
Yeah, I very much enjoyed my time at AXO. It was a great company. It still is a great company. I will say the last 5 years at AXO, I was a member of the executive committee, and then we ended up in a situation. There was a bit of turmoil. We received an unsolicited bid by one of our large competitors, PPG. Then actually there was a hedge fund that entered the stock, Elliott. And in the end, we basically split the company. The company was broken up. And at that time, for me, there was the opportunity to become CEO at Imerys, which seemed to be an attractive opportunity at the time.
In January, you will start your new job. Now you live in the city of Amsterdam. Will you move to Switzerland?
Yeah, I will absolutely move to Switzerland. This is not the first time for me to make an international move. I've actually lived and worked in 6 different countries so far. And to me, coming to Switzerland is one of the attractions also of the opportunity. I've visited Switzerland for business, for pleasure reasons, and I've always found it very pleasant to be here.
Now, after arriving in Switzerland in January, what will you do first?
What I really will do first, and what I very much look forward to, is meet as many colleagues as possible. Face to face, hopefully, with the right distancing. And if not possible face to face, then we'll try to set up video conference calls as much as possible. That's the thing I look forward to most, to meet as many of our new colleagues as possible.
Yeah, thank you very much for your time. It was great seeing you here in Switzerland. Now we look forward to welcoming you early January back in Switzerland then. I wish now you and your family a peaceful holiday season. Lots of success, of course, and all the best, Conrad.
Thank you, Kai. A peaceful holiday season to you, and a Merry Christmas to you. A Merry Christmas to all of our employees, and all the best in the new year ahead.